Previously on Masks: A New Generation, I, Dr. Freak, was wrongfully imprisoned by a group of young miscreants who didn't even bother to ask why I did what I did. You see, it all began when I was a student. Hey, wait, where are you going? I wasn't finished with my story.
Hello, everyone. We're here to play Masks, our follow-up to our one-shot, because we all really enjoyed it, and also Aaron had to set out, so we wanted to be able to bring that in and see the budding romance between Dusty and Johnny. That's what we're here for, really.
Yay.
They're both just fuck boys, secretly on the inside.
Very secretively.
Fantastic. Well, so let's go around. Let's talk about who we are and who you're playing. And Woody, if you don't mind, would you want to start us off? And we'll just kind of go in a little circle.
Sure. I'm Woody. I play Dusty. He's an alien. Spoiler, not spoiler. If you didn't watch the last episode, why would you not watch it? He's an alien. He had a crush on Johnny, but at the end of last and Sky, but that's a secret for soon. But yeah, they found out that he was an alien in the last episode, and then he confessed to Johnny that he liked him. So now they have a cute relationship.
Fantastic. I love it. All right, Justin.
Hello, I'm Justin, and tonight I'll continue my apprised role in as Johnny, aka Pride. He has a couple interesting powers. He can kind of manipulate how he reacts with different objects and stuff like that, and sort of chameleon-like powers in some ways. And he does have a new friend, a little chameleon named Fish, but I guess we'll introduce he'll have his own introduction.
Yeah, spoilers.
Eventually.
Spoilers.
But yeah, is in a cute little new fledgling relationship with Dusty, and is feeling very overwhelmed by all of the new things, and Johnny is so all about like not wanting to do the wrong thing. So definitely was like, so that new Buzz Lightyear movie came out, and I heard there's romance in it, but like there's also aliens, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how that works. But that's Johnny.
Yeah, super problematic.
I love how, in the last episode, we had that moment of like kind of realization that you don't need the mask, and like, it's kind of the same person on the inside, and then almost immediately Johnny's just like, nah, we're back, we're good. Just anxiety. Good times. All right, Alana.
I'm Alana, and I'm playing Sky, aka Nebula, and their powers are basically they can manipulate reality, as well as they have cosmic powers, so they manipulate like star energy basically. They developed a relationship with a new character, right? And that Viv reveal. So get to relationship.
Friendship. Roommates.
Yes, a friendship, and we're just roommates. And their big development in the last episode was they are more confident and less afraid of their powers because they have gained control more of their powers. So
Allegedly.
We'll see how that goes.
Fantastic. All right, and Aaron.
Hi, I'm Erin. I'm from Even Footing Games, and I was absent last time, unfortunately, even though I was supposed to be here. And I am playing Viv, who also goes by Vale, and she is a manipulator of light.
That's super vague.
That's how I like it. I like being super
The
vague.
mystery.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Besides, what couldn't you do if you could manipulate light? Really, like, it's so specific, and yet you could do so much with it, which is why I picked it.
That's fair. That's fair. So, previously on Masks, we had our group of superheroes who had left the peril pit, which is not a danger room, because we would not copy anything, not even once, not even a lot of things, and had found that the school was missing. The entire school, just gone. And eventually were able to track down the evil Dr. Freaky, who had shrunk it down and stolen the school, was trying to take over all of the things for who knows what reason. Nobody asked. So, he's in prison now. No one knows his motivation. It's totally fine. Everything's fine. I'm sure there's not like a valid reason that he would have done things. And so it has been, we said, about 2 months since our heroes saved everything. I mean, they saved the mayor, the governor, and the president all in one. So, kind of a big deal, a little bit. And since then, we have made a new friend, our delinquent, Vale, or Viv, for the normies. And so where we're going to pick up, you all are in a city, a ruined city. Buildings are destroyed all around you. And through the smoke, you see that there are giant robots starting to march slowly towards you. What are we all doing?
Maybe we should go do something else, because these things look not so fun to deal with.
But
Oh,
city.
Dusty just kind of gives you like side eye. He's like, bro. He's gonna activate his little aircraft, his little like hoverboard. He'll use that, and he'll get onto it so that he can be ready to like fly really fast if he has to.
Okay.
I would like to. I guess. Are we in our outfits at all or anything like that?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you're in.
Okay, we're decked out.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Cape billowing in the wind. I don't know if there's wind.
And glowing.
Regardless, it billows. I would love to, at Vale's suggestion, go, all right, no wrong opinions. So valid what you said. I am gonna, I think, try and take care of them though. That's what, but also no wrong answers. And then I'm going to, thinking maybe in the last 2 months this has happened. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dusty, but maybe get on the back and kind of do the soft hug around.
Yeah. Yeah, there's enough room.
And yeah, sort of.
What Dusty will do is he'll like bring them up in the air, and he's gonna look down at Sky, and he's gonna tell them like, "Fuck, I forgot the voice I did for him. It's all coming back now."
It nearly killed
Aaron.
all of us immediately.
It's gonna kill Aaron. I can't even do it.
Joke's on you, it's gonna kill you.
Yeah, Maybe if you aim for their legs, you'll be able to knock one down, but try to avoid, the people.
Oh yeah, I can do that. And then Sky is gonna kind of like charge up their hands and do like that jet thing that they did before, where they kind of
Absolutely.
propel themselves with it.
Yeah. 1 second, because I totally remember what all the things are in this game. For your ability, do you remember what stat you roll with?
That's a good question. I think it's either freak or danger,
I think it was
if
danger.
I remember correctly. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do danger.
Because I'm extra dangerous. Okay, didn't roll so good.
First roll, yay!
So that's a 4.
Oh no! Oh no, that's real bad. So
It's just 1 dice, right? 1 die?
No, 2d6.
2.
2. Okay. Never mind. It wasn't just 4.
Okay, save it.
Okay, there we go. That's better. Now 10.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
that is
There we
that
go.
went from a failure to a complete success. There's a huge difference
Amazing.
there.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, tell me how you knock down this enormous robot, which is not a sentinel. I would not do that. That's ridiculous.
No, it's totally not a sentinel. No.
Yeah,
They're like I can't
these are
even
like
say that
neon
one.
green. They're not purple. They're green.
No.
Obviously.
That's the trademark there.
Yeah.
Stellar.
Nebula's gonna use one of the jets that they're using in their hands and kind of like shoot it through them if they can. So like just
Yep.
like concentrate it in all one spot and just like shoot it through like what they think is the most vulnerable spot on the robot.
Yeah, you don't know what they're called. They could be called anything. It's a mystery. Yeah, you are able to like shoot out this blast of your cosmic energy, and initially you're kind of aiming to knock it down, but because your power uses danger, you start to almost lose balance a little bit. But instead of knocking it down, you blow a hole through its midsection and it collapses forward.
So I guess we do that.
Can I ask what sort of gear our suits are equipped with? Like, what do we have besides ourselves looking hot in superhero outfits?
Do you need anything else?
I mean, I manipulate light again. I have.
You can just flashbang people.
Yeah. Okay. Vale's gonna kind of use the shadows to disappear and
Okay.
walk over toward everything that's going on, but no one will be able to see her.
Fantastic. What about Dusty?
I think Dusty is like flying around on the hoverboard with pride, basically just like getting civilians out of danger.
I love it.
As like
Yeah.
as Nebula is like taking things out with their beams, they're like picking up civilians before the robots fall.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
pride's on the back. Like I have energy absorption as well. So like
Yeah.
if a gigantic robots shoot any kind of like laser beams or anything
100%,
like that, or
100%.
I ideally could like absorb that and protect people nearby. Maybe even like redirect it or like take it in and then turn it into like a shield of some sort or something. A bunker.
Yeah, I like
people
the
can get
redirection
behind.
especially. I mean, all of it's fantastic. Let's see. What do I want you to roll here?
I imagine you could like make yourself sticky and like pick people up. That's how all these people stuck to you.
I would say roll to unleash your powers. So that is rolling with freak.
Freak. Okay. My worst one.
I mean, you can argue for another if you have a good enough argument.
I already rolled, so it feels wrong to use a different argument. I did also roll 2 6s, so
Nice.
-1 is 11.
I mean, that's pretty fantastic.
Insane. I'm just gonna keep using this one.
Yeah, so one of these not sentinels shoots some sort of energy beam towards you, seeing that you're like trying to save these civilians, shoots it towards you, and you're able to kind of absorb it and redirect it. Would you take that one down, like just shoot it back? Or would you go for a different one?
If there looks like, how many did you say there were, give or take?
I didn't.
Okay, fantastic.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure how many there are.
Yes.
And I'll
redirect it. Just...
You're killing me.
It's the fog of war.
Yeah.
They might be behind buildings. And
Giant robots hiding. They're shy.
they're just like
Just peeking around a building.
And I'll try and go for like an Achilles tendon and just take out the legs so that it topples over and destroys itself just by the fall. Hopefully, they're not designed to fall.
I mean, you would think, like, why would giant robot makers put an Achilles tendon on a robot? Like, why would you give it that weakness? It's like putting a self-destruct button on your giant doomsday device. Why would you do that?
And it's the
they
one
always
part
do.
that's not lime green, so it stands out.
Yeah, it's purple, actually. Yeah, you are able to absolutely knock this one down, and with an 11, you knock down several more.
Brilliant. Kind of look around to see if anybody saw that.
Dusty goes like,
and as
watch
Dusty's
this.
giving
And no one can see Vale. She's
Yeah,
disappeared.
no one whatsoever. As Dusty's giving you the thumbs up, civilians nearby who you just saved their lives start cheering for you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Dusty's like, wow, you're so cool and amazing.
Oh. Well, I couldn't have done it without this hoverboard thing. So it's really you. I'd still be back there with Vale. I think she's still. I don't
know where she went.
Has anybody seen Vale?
No.
By the way, I do have an idea of what to do whenever it comes back to my turn.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Speaking of Vale,
Okay.
what would she be doing at this point? Now that
Okay,
she's
so
hidden.
we're on campus, right?
No, you are in a city. It
we're in
looks
a
a
city?
lot like Ambriel City, but
Okay.
it's definitely off campus.
Okay, is there anything that is movable nearby me, like a trash can or something that can be moved? I would like to go and awkwardly pick that up, make it invisible, and throw it under the foot of a sentinel so that it trips.
It's not a sentinel. It's not a sentinel.
It's a
Sorry.
robot, right?
Robot. Yes.
Giant,
large robot.
mysterious robot.
Mhm.
I would like to throw said trash can underneath so that it trips on the thing and it won't appear until it's already tripped.
Absolutely.
Because I'm so good at light manipulation.
Yeah, why don't you also roll to unleash your powers? So that would be roll with freak.
Oh, great.
He sounds so
Okay.
confident now.
Well, it's an 8 + 1, so 9.
Awesome. Yeah. It doesn't fall down completely, but you take it down to like one knee. It steps and it does kind of the cartoon thing where its foot comes out from underneath it and it just like slams it down.
How big in comparison? Like, am I at kneecap? Am I at ankle? What's going on here?
You're like mid calf.
Okay.
And I should
Yeah,
ask,
so, like-
how tall is Vale?
I mean, like, like a respectable 5'6".
You make her just barely taller than you are.
I'm exactly 5'6". Thank you.
Oh, my bad. Very respectable.
I mean, she's a respectable 5'7", of course.
Absolutely. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, you're still at like mid calf essentially.
Okay. So everyone can see that the trash can becomes visible. However, Vale does not become visible. And she might just see if she can kind of push over the robot while it's mid-trip. Like while it's footed.
Yeah. What would you like to roll here?
Superior.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that to provoke someone.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a 7, but I got the +2, so that's a 9.
All 9s for you.
Yeah, I'm
so
5'9", obviously. She also just changes height because she can make herself appear to be any height.
I was gonna say that's her real crime. Like that's what she does is she just always gives a different height. Dastardly.
It's hell to get through security at the airport.
Like it says that you're 6'7", but you're definitely not.
I don't
know
think
what you're
you're
talking
6'7". Doesn't look like you at all.
I meant 7'6", obviously.
Oh.
Amazing. Yeah, you are able to go over and like you've taken it down to one knee, and I think that you just kind of like wrap your arms around it and just tackle it.
Yeah, just kind of throw myself into it, do as best I can.
Yeah.
If I don't have any weapons or rope or any superhero gear, is what I'm told.
I didn't say that. I said, do you need anything else?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Totally
I
fine.
probably need a few too.
No, everything's totally fine. So, as we are all, taking care of business here, you are all able to. Pride is able to redirect these energy beams to take down these giant Not Sentinels. Nebula is able to use their own cosmic powers. Dusty, I assume, aside from driving, you're probably helping in some other way.
Yeah, he has like his little I don't know what the fuck.
Oh, your little Game Boy thing?
Yeah, his little Game Boy thing. I was trying to remember that. His little Game Boy thing. He's like hacking into some of the Not Sentinels and like making them explode.
I love that so much. Yeah, and Vale is, using her sneaky powers to do all kinds of dastardly things to these Not Sentinels. And as you feel like, this is starting to come to a natural conclusion, the city and the robots start to disappear around you as you find yourselves in the peril pit.
Oh, this wasn't real?
Don't you remember coming in here?
Who's talking right now?
I'm just talking the wrong way.
Am I supposed to have been here before? Was I always skipping this class? I thought that there were like real robots, and if I'd known that this was like graded, I'm sure that I would have been a little bit more enthusiastic to like save real people. But obviously, and she reappears, and, and she's like, "See, I knocked that one over." But next time, I really need to like pack something, like maybe a weapon of some variety in my pocket or something. I don't know.
No, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. I think it was pretty clever knocking that thing over with the garbage can.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I didn't see what you knocked it over with because I think it was invisible, but it looked like it stepped on something.
It did. It was a garbage can. You can see it got smushed. And that's why there's garbage, or there was garbage everywhere at the end. Sorry about that. But I guess it wasn't real garbage, so we can all rejoice.
I know. It's crazy that they programmed smell-o-vision. So we smelled it.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta.
It's advanced.
Yeah.
It's advanced in here.
That's
Some of
the
us
real
forget
secret.
we're in here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love the idea that Viv was like going to class, or maybe even not going to class. Like you were gonna skip and you were gonna go to some random room and you just walked right into the peril pit.
Yeah. What are you guys doing in here? I thought
Yeah,
this was
like
a
you
great place to take a nap.
You're just in the school, you open the door, you're in the middle of a city and getting shot at. Like, okay, this is fine. This is totally normal.
Well, you know, it's a
I-
superhero school. You're bound to see some weirdness, I guess.
I think my only constructive criticism is maybe next time if you're going to disappear, you let us know so that we can coordinate, teamwork, that thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dusty.
Oh.
And Viv looks right at you and says, if you don't see me, just always assume that I've disappeared.
Well, yes, that I do believe that is what that means. Yes.
I'm always around
standing behind
somewhere.
Dusty. That makes sense.
I'm always around somewhere. Like that time when we, remember when we got Fish, of course. Because we had to rescue Fish from his uncaring captors.
And
Yes.
with that, we are going to have our first flashback as the camera goes wavy and we jump back in time to how our party all met. Or, well, how they met Viv, at least.
Yeah.
So tell us, how did you trick everyone into going with you to the central chameleons to steal their mascot?
Well, I think that I was really like, it's pretty boring around here. We should probably do some team building exercises. And I heard over at the other college at Central, they have a chameleon that they're just treating really poorly. And I think we should go rescue it, really.
Also, I forgot it's Central State.
Central State, sorry.
Yeah, Central State chameleons.
Yeah.
It's important.
It is, obviously. And I don't know if you've seen them at games and stuff, but they're just a bunch of assholes. And I think that they treat that poor chameleon that way too.
Dusty is thinking about the times that he's went to the games, and he's just remembering this the chameleon just kind of crawling around on a branch, and he's like, "That's right, it should be in a rainforest."
What kind of sport is it that
that superheroes are playing? I'm picturing superheroes playing against normies.
Oh,
It's
that's
so
absolutely
funny.
what it is. But I feel like it has to be you can't have the super speed players,
No,
right?
it's no powers. No powers.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I want
No
powers.
powers.
Boo.
It's like
Or-
some Globetrotters, but
Sneakily use your powers.
Maybe
That would
they
be great.
Don't get
handicap the team by giving a whole bunch of points to the Central State kids.
actually, I like the idea that they do something different for each player. So the super speed kid has to wear ankle weights that are
Oh,
ridiculous. It's like a neutron star inside of their ankle weights that it's impossibly dense and heavy, but because they are so strong and so fast, it just slows them down to normal people speed.
Mhm.
They just get Nebula to create them.
Yeah, exactly. And each player has their own specialized handicap
dampener.
that they're given. Yeah, a dampener is a much better word for it. Yeah.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah, I love it. But they're all done in such a way that the normies don't know. They just think, oh, this is some weird school. Nobody really knows what they do there.
It's just weird uniforms. They're all different. They're very different things.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm just gonna say basketball because that's the first thing that comes to mind. the Central State players are all wearing normal basketball uniforms, and like all of your school is just wearing like X-Men attire, basically. The worst basketball outfit ever.
Not branded, not X-Men. Y-Men.
Like X-Men. It's not Y-Men, and you'll see why.
Oh,
Spoilers.
It's also not C-Men, for sure.
thank goodness. I think Johnny would be like, oh yeah, I know Central State. Yeah. My dad's a big Central State guy.
Yeah.
So I've been to the tailgates when I was a kid. It's not my crap.
Yeah. They just keep this poor little chameleon in a cage all the time.
I don't like that. Ever
That
since they
sounds
changed the
terrible.
mascot, because it wasn't always a chameleon.
Yeah.
What was it before?
It was an ostrich. But
Yeah.
the old mascot, it's a whole heat stroke, believe it or not.
It wasn't.
Oh.
I thought it was accidental. The death by breaking their necks. I heard it's a common thing. You know, ostrich farmers, they wrestle.
Weirdly, it was
They
both.
told people it was a heat stroke. It actually was.
It's the cover up.
So these guys, what I'm hearing, are not to be trusted with any animal.
No.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sky's just like staring admiringly at Viv. I'd be like, yeah, I'll do anything.
Oh darn, we have to make out to save the day? Weird.
Sucks.
That can be our distraction. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a good distraction.
Yeah. As you go in, like you break into the school and then you pose as scientists. We're making out.
Yeah.
Natural cover.
Obviously. But yeah, so I told them all that we have to do this rescue, and it is absolutely just to save the animal. There's no ulterior motive. I'm not trying to break the morale of Central State. I'm not trying to be known on campus as the one who is a troublemaker. Not at all.
Yeah.
That seems legit.
Why would you want to be that?
Exactly.
No, I get it.
No reason.
Yeah.
So
Normally,
Viv,
I want the least eyes on me. Except
you
I can make you invisible if you want. I can make us all invisible. Like, we can sneak.
That's cool. Let's
that
do
could be
that.
that could be really useful.
Be unmute me like a chameleon.
Viv, give me a unleash your powers roll.
That freak again?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm so good at this. That's a 8.
Okay.
Total.
Yeah, you are able to successfully turn everyone mostly invisible. Mostly.
There's a stray
the
shoe
part that isn't?
somewhere. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real, it's probably Pride's cape.
Oh,
You
because
just- you
it
can't
billows.
It's like made of
Yeah,
glitter.
you can't dim that.
Yeah.
And it's so bright. So very
Exactly.
bright.
The rhinestones.
I'm bright too.
I think
But-
Johnny would look through his hand a little bit and be like, so when you're invisible, this is how you see other invisible people. Is like
Yes,
this,
of course.
halfway.
Right.
So we're invisible.
Yeah. Well, we have to be able to see each other so we don't like step on each other's feet and stuff. Like that would be
Dusty's,
awkward.
like holding the
Good.
edge of Pride's cape like a child, just like
Honestly, we also have to kind of stay together because like having 4 different places where I'm like making shadows would be a little complicated. So like bunch up, guys. We got to be real close to each other.
That
How
makes
close
sense.
are we talking?
Really close and probably too close,
All moving
honestly.
together.
Naturally.
Why don't you tell me about how close you get with everyone?
I think that particularly, Viv has noticed that Sky has given them some eyes, and so she would be right next to them, like right next to them.
Sky
And-
really doesn't mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how would Sky respond? Like, would they just try to play it cool, or would they like try to do anything?
They'd have like, you know, that nervous butterfly energy at the same
Oh.
time, but like trying to play it off cool, like, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, you know what? Let's roll me mundane, Sky.
Dusty like links arms like Wizard of Oz.
This is a
Absolutely.
-1.
You're welcome.
So 6.
Okay, yeah, that barely passed. I feel like, and if you see it differently, let me know. I feel like your hands are super, super sweaty.
Mhm.
Not that you're holding hands necessarily, but like if you accidentally bump her, it just like leaves a patch of sweat.
Oh, you
Oh.
have a lot of
You have a
You
lot of
have-
participation.
you have a lot of precipitation, Scott. Nebula, are you feeling okay?
Yeah, fine. Why do
Dusty's
you
gonna like
ask?
put a
Oh.
hand on your forehead and be like, "You're really sweaty. Are you okay? Do you have a
I'm-
fever?"
No, everything's fine.
Viv will just go over to Sky and be like, or well, she's already like
gonna
right
say,
next to Sky.
How much
Don't
more
have to
over
go
can you
over.
go?
No, no more. But she's like,
Just like-
don't worry, I won't let anything happen to you. And she grabs their hand.
Aw.
It's
Me
so
neither.
sweaty.
And Dusty grabs their other hands.
Yeah,
Got 2 hands.
both of you.
I'm
both
so
of you.
sorry.
Yeah, your hands are just soaked in sweat at this point.
Yeah.
It might even be a little bit because, you know, they're when they have emotions, their powers tend to activate. And it's making
My hand is burning,
really-
burning. Ah! We are like the worst invisible people. We're so loud.
Don't worry, you guys will. Well, it'll take some practice, but it's okay. Like we got this, and kind of shoulders into Sky a little bit more, and she's like, "We got this."
Yeah, it's like last time
Guys.
where you're all glowing, but you sneak into the bank somehow.
And then Sky's just apologizing profusely about their sweaty hands. I'm so sorry.
If only
Okay.
somebody had taken like the power to mute.
I don't mind your sweat.
Sweating is a
Wink.
very natural human thing. I don't sweat.
It must be kind of uncomfortable.
I think at that point, Johnny releases Dusty's hand for a second and goes, "No, it's great. It's fantastic, actually."
It's nice. We can hold hands and Dusty doesn't sweat.
That's
Yeah.
so great.
I mean, does Johnny get sweaty hands?
I think probably a little bit.
Not as much as Sky though.
Yeah.
No, because I have energy
Drenched.
absorption. I suck that back up.
Literally.
Giants.
Can you do that to me?
technically, Nebula, you could just like use your energy to burn off all that sweat, but danger.
Just steam comes.
Actually, you know what? I like that. Although you're all mostly invisible, there is steam that starts to rise from Sky. Just briefly.
Beautiful.
Viv smirks about the steam. She
We're-
wants
we're
to make a joke,
39
but she's not gonna do it.
Yeah, we're 39 minutes in and it's already getting steamy.
Exactly.
Fantastic. So you all make your way into the school. It's not hard to get in. You're all superheroes. So, even if it's locked, I'm sure that Viv is able to find a way to manipulate that and enter very, very subtly too.
Absolutely. Go to where the chameleon cage is, wherever a mascot would be kept in a whole ass university.
I
Don't
mean,
know.
obviously at like the dean's office.
Obviously.
I mean, where else would you keep a mascot?
So Viv says to
Picturing an
Johnny and
ostrich now.
Dusty. Yeah. Should be right through there. Do you want Sky and I to make a distraction for you?
Monster Hearts 2.0.
Mhm. Well, it'd be 3.0 because it's already Monster
Oh, right.
Hearts 2.
Right, that's right.
I mean, we can go with you if you need help. I just, I didn't want to crowd. I mean, anybody,
I think
anyone.
that makes sense. Yeah, you guys can work together and
Okay.
figure something out. And you said you make a distraction?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay. What are you planning? What do you think? Just
we're
that
just
we're
gonna
prepared.
we're gonna make a real spectacle. It's not gonna be loud, but it'll be a spectacle. I don't know why you don't think that making out is a great distraction.
I mean, it totally tracks. I see no issue here.
Cracks.
Obviously, all the college kids think it's the best distraction.
Yeah. And I feel like this has to be pretty late, right?
Sure.
Classes are over for the day. The building is mostly empty. The lights are out. But, you have people who glow. So it's not that hard to see. But yeah, you still somehow convince your compatriots that you need to make a distraction. So first
And
of
the
all,
color.
what does this distraction look like?
Well, I was gonna ask, how tall is Sky?
I can't remember.
I think they were pretty
Bro,
tall. I think. I
Were
could be wrong.
they 6 foot?
Maybe.
I didn't write it down for some reason. But
How
we'll
dare.
say they're
How dare.
6 feet.
You use the cosmic energy to also vary in height.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it keeps going up and down. Sometimes they look like they're 7 feet tall.
Okay. So at some point, Viv finds something to stand on so that she can kind of be over Sky and like does the lean in with the arm and like and is making really like, is this okay? Do you mind? Like, this is a really good distraction.
I like this distraction.
Yeah, and that's my distraction. It's the best.
Oh, so
So your
you're not
distraction
even-
is just distracting Sky. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
distracting
exactly.
anyone else.
Yeah, you're not even actually making out. You're just like
No.
talking super
We're making
close.
out. We're
Oh,
making
okay.
out.
Okay, I thought you were just gonna be super like in each other's personal space, but
No.
talking.
No, she's doing the over the head
Yeah,
and down
the, like,
make out. Yeah,
80s, 90s movie
Yeah.
move. Yeah,
exactly. Yep. But she's standing on something so that she can be done.
And then
Dusty is
And then-
watching from afar, just kind of like looking between Johnny and them, like, what's happening? What's going on?
I don't know. I am distracted though.
Yeah.
So it's working. But
But
I
wait, no,
don't
but
know.
we're not supposed to be distracted.
We're not
we
the
need to get
audience.
that
That's what I
chameleon.
thought. Yeah.
Get that chameleon.
All right.
Um,
Look away.
and then Sky's kind of
Yeah,
doing that,
yeah.
like that leaning back, but like they got their like back on it, but their feet are a little bit further out,
Mhm.
just so like Viv can get a little closer.
But you gotta leave some room for Jesus, right?
No. Not this time.
My favorite romance movie, The Passion of the Christ.
What is it? Side hug was the big thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh no.
boy.
Side hug.
Oh boy.
Good times. I don't have that religious trauma, thankfully. Anyway, Johnny and Dusty, you make your way into the dean's office. I think at this point, even Dusty, who is not from here, might be getting just a vague sense that maybe this is not something you should be doing. Like this might be against a rule.
Is this a good idea?
You're asking for my opinion?
Yes.
Oh,
There's
I
no one else
guess
standing here. It's just you and me.
I thought maybe Vale was.
He was too busy
Doubt
still watching the others.
I think it's a good idea. I think they're being mean to this chameleon.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes me think it's a good idea. What do you think?
Well, aren't we breaking rules?
The fear in Justin's
we?
eyes right now.
Well, we broke into the dean's office, so I think we are sort of breaking a rule.
I mean, breaking is right there in what you just said.
And we're going to steal the chameleon, even if they're mistreating it. Shouldn't we go through like the proper legal systems to get it taken away?
It always works.
Maybe you're right. But I don't. We are superheroes,
Yeah.
so
I guess inherently the things that superheroes do is illegal.
sometimes.
Well, if we're already breaking a rule, do you want, and it's because we have some time, do you want to create a distraction with me in the team?
I think at first Johnny would definitely be like, I don't think we need to create a distraction. I mean, there's no one in here. You said. Wait a minute. And then like before the fade to black, the last thing you hear, because this is a flashback, right? So this is before Johnny knows better. We'll say, all right, but I get to be Han Solo this time.
And then the camera fades back to the present.
Oh my god.
Fucking awful.
So you all have just left the Peril Pit. Where would you be headed? Where would you go to hang out on campus?
You know, there are great places to take naps in the library. That's all I'm going to say. Like, if you need to ditch class, there's some great spots. Nobody's going to find you.
And they have those big comfy couches too.
They do. They don't like distractions much there, but you know I can make people.
Well, I have a meeting with the student safety union, so I have to get going to that.
Oh, can't skip it?
No, I kind of run the student safety union. I plan the meeting. I can't skip the meeting I planned.
I think Johnny would know this, but how many people are in the student safety? Don't say one.
It's probably like a handful, so maybe like 12 or so, like 10 to 12.
That's a big hand.
Yeah. Well, there you have two
More than
hands,
two.
Rick.
You said 12. I only have 10 fingers.
A handful of people to me is like 3 or 4. I cannot even put one person in
Listen.
my hand.
None
Listen.
of us can do math.
Listen, we don't know how many fingers or how big Dusty's hands are.
You put 5 gay people.
We're not
in a
here to
room, and
judge.
You expect one of us to be able to do math?
Yeah, there's too many gays
There
here.
are gay people who can do math. I am just
Allegedly.
not
Allegedly.
necessarily. one.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I have not met very many of them.
You know what?
Took
Ash
calculus
is
in
actually
college.
really good at math. So there you have it.
Pre-med.
I
There's
wasn't
always
bad.
one.
There's
Always one.
Well, if you want, you can come to the meeting. We're talking about break-in safety and how to protect your dorm. Because apparently someone looking at Viv has been going into people's apartments and stealing food from their fridges.
Oh, well, it
Oh.
was gonna go bad. Like I was just helping them out.
All food goes bad. It doesn't mean you can take it.
She just drinks all their milk.
Well, I mean, that explains where my Jamie Lee Curtis yogurt went. Because
Amazing.
it's good for your gut.
It's what they say.
Probiotic, I think. Yeah.
You complain about how you always have to use the bathroom, but you're stealing everyone's lactose products. That's why you keep shitting yourself. You are lactose intolerant. Stop going into people's dorm rooms and stealing their lactose products.
I haven't stolen anything with lactose in a long time.
You
Someone
didn't
else
deny
is
the
doing
shitting.
Anyways, point is, we're gonna.
I thought it was lactose free. Like I thought it was oat milk. Is all I'm gonna say.
Well, anyways, I need to host a meeting about that.
About you. Do you want to go?
Yeah.
I definitely do not. And I haven't been in anybody's dorm room in quite some time, thank you. It's been at least 3 days.
That's a new record.
Dusty honestly looks like he's at his fucking limit.
Does Viv live on campus?
If she is stealing from dorms, then yes. I think that I was, but you know what? Because she would, yeah, sure.
So she's just been sleeping in the library the entire time. Hasn't even been back to her own dorm room.
Maybe. You know what? She has a roommate who is really annoying. So
How dare
she like
your
always
roommate
wants
not
to
like
hang
it?
out and like do like paint each other's nails, and that is not Viv's deal at all.
Does she listen to Celine Dion on repeat?
It could be
Beautiful
something.
reference.
Listen, I'm
Johnny's
almost
really good
finished-
friends with her.
Yeah, I'm almost finished
The
rewatching
roommate.
Buffy, so I had to throw that in there.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's she's just you know, she cuts her toenails and it goes everywhere. It's bad.
And they grow.
Yeah,
I
they keep
know.
growing.
Listen, I can make
That's her
Buffy references
superpower.
with the best of them.
Even the same episode. It's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So, Dusty, you go off to your meeting. Where would the rest of you be going?
Sky would maybe be going to the club or that club that she's part of. I mean, they're part of. My brain's not working. The supernatural and paranormal, strange club, I think is what I called it.
I love that that's the name. It's the Supernatural Paranormal Strange Club.
And the strange.
No. There's no and the.
Okay. Fine.
Viv would say, "Could I come to your strange meeting with you?"
Yeah,
Viv loves strange.
definitely. That's really cool. They talk about like cryptids, weird paranormal phenomena. Mothman, yeah.
Mothman's giant ass.
Absolutely. Sounds great. I don't guys, because I have to change as a character, I don't know much about Mothman in this one.
Well, you get to learn.
The best way to learn is hands-on. Parker just shows up out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Yep.
God damn it, Rick.
Well,
If you put a moth person in every game I'm in, it's not fair.
Isn't it though? So what about Johnny? Would you be going with them or would you be going off on your own?
I think Johnny would go to photography club.
Amazing.
And yeah. And his like last minute on the way is being like just shit. I forgot we have that thing we're doing today. Oh god. Where's the
Yay,
flash? No.
I love your props.
Always.
Thank you. Here we are. Perfect. Good to go.
Amazing. You know what? Just for that, we're gonna go straight to photography club. What kind of project were you supposed to be bringing to this meeting?
I think Johnny loves the club and is having a lot of fun and enjoys taking photos of things because secretly there's no scrapbooking club at this school, and that's really all Johnny gives a shit about.
He's trying to start one.
He's just taking pictures so that he can make scrapbooks. And then so the photography, whoever's leading it or anything, is like asking for really deep, personal, meaningful topics and like subject matter. And Johnny is like not 100% comfortable sharing that deep of stuff. So like it's a lot of very like shallow photography where it is very nice and like taken well and all of that kind of stuff, but it's just like a squirrel that was like a slightly darker shade of gray holding like a half a bagel maybe. Cool. And then hold the camera like this.
Yeah, I think the faculty advisor is a hero named Dr. Infamous Bat.
Infamous Bat.
And you know they obviously wear like a lab coat, and it's just got like a single big bat on the lapel. And it's not like it's not embroidered. It's just a bat hanging on, like wings spread all the time. You're not really sure what their power is.
They're rich.
They're rich. That's it.
No.
Bruce Wayne.
Really
Yeah.
so funny. Mr. Infamous Bat. This is so the bagel represents hunger, right? And the squirrel, that's me. I am the squirrel. That's Johnny. Notice this, its tail, there's like very little fur on the tail. It might not actually be a squirrel. Hold on.
It's just a really big rat.
Yeah. That's a rat. That's a rat. I fed that right out of my hand.
Real quick, give me a mundane roll, please.
Okay. Nine.
Okay. Yeah. So he's just like, wow, that's really deep. It's like sometimes you think you're the squirrel, but really you're a rat.
Exactly. Thank gosh you get it.
I really do. I'm so moved by this. I mean, we need to display this for all of the student body to see.
Every art class ever.
Yeah. And it's titled Rat by Anonymous.
But it has squirrel with bagel crossed out.
Rat with bagel.
Yeah. No,
So
I
funny.
when I started college, I was going for graphic design. So yeah, can confirm.
Is it your passion?
I really liked it until I realized I don't want to do that for a living. And also, yeah, it's just it's a lot. I didn't want to do it. Anyway, irrelevant. So you have to set through the rest of this meeting, and other people present their very pretentious, poorly framed photography projects, and have to feign interest in them, even though that's not really what you're interested in. That's not why you're there. Dusty, tell us about this presentation that you're giving at your safety meeting.
I'm so distracted. I'm very tired. He is like at the front of the like little meeting and with like some like it's the safety committee and then like some just students as well. And he's like, today we're going to be talking about safety in the dorms, especially when protecting your fridges from break-ins. And he has like this PowerPoint that he like worked really, really hard on. And he's like going through this PowerPoint of like, make sure your doors are locked and like, report suspicious activity and like, put a lock on your fridge.
And while you're presenting, like every 45 seconds, one of the, I don't even think that they're part of the committee, they're just one of the students, who looks like a normal house cat, just like raises their paw up in the air and is like, oh, question.
Yeah.
I'm the Scarlet Leopard. I'm sure you've heard of me. So who is doing the break-ins?
We don't know.
What information do you have?
They like to steal Jamie Lee Curtis yogurt.
That's strangely specific. Who would do such a dastardly thing?
Don't know, but they have been stealing lactose products and blowing up the toilets. So
Truly evil and vile.
yes, we strongly suggest that people keep their dorms locked, just because we've noticed that a lot of people tend to leave their dorms unlocked to go down to like the vending machine, which is understandable. It's just down the hall, but thefts can happen so fast. So make sure you are always locking your dorm and always reporting suspicious activity.
And again, the Scarlet Leopard, like before you even finish, is like, oh, should we be locking our toilets?
No. Why would you have to lock the toilet?
You said that they've been blowing up toilets.
Yeah, but you don't have to lock your toilet. It's okay.
I don't want my toilet blown up.
Well, no, not blowing it up in that way. It's a phrase I learned from Johnny. I actually don't quite know what it means.
Yep.
That tracks.
But sometimes he goes, I need to go blow up the toilet.
Like you do.
I'm also
like you do.
lactose intolerant.
Me too.
The yogurt just tastes so good. Mine's getting
Facts.
stolen.
No lies detected. And with that, we're going to cut over to the Paranormal Club. Sorry, the Supernatural Paranormal Strange
Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. The person who named it was very creative.
Mm-hmm. So creative. So
Probably also really hot.
Oh no, Sky didn't start this.
Oh, okay.
Wow,
Just trying to
Sky's
encourage you.
ego is like growing, which is not necessarily bad. They just heard like hot person, like it wasn't me. No,
No, it wasn't me.
it's because they're literally hot. That's what it
Boiling.
is.
Okay, but also, just so we're clear, like also figuratively hot as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is the conversation on the way to the club.
Yeah. not sure, hun. It's just yep, I am hot.
Okay. They're heavily
Got
blushing right now.
Yep, you got
And
it.
Burning
Maximum
even more
gas.
now. There's steam
I
happening.
was gonna say because of the way that they kind of glow, like when they blush, do they glow more?
Yes, I would say so. It'd be like that blue light coming
Mhm.
off of them.
I love it. So, what is going on in the club right now? What is the topic of today's meeting?
So today the creator of the club, they brought a movie and they turned all the lights down. It's really dim and dark in there. So I'm gonna say that Sky and Viv are in the very back. And
Sure,
possibly
sure they
not paying as much attention as they should be.
Yeah, the presenter of the, or I guess the faculty person for the club is a superhero named the Broad Ant, and she is very broad and looks like an ant, but very very toned and muscular. I mean, hot for an ant, really.
Sure, of course.
Got the nice
No, we
teardrop
get it.
shaped face.
Look, they can't all be moth people, okay? Some of them have to be ant people. We don't judge.
Listen, Viv is not into your insectoid people in this game, okay?
We don't know what Sky's into though.
Sky
Okay, fair.
nudges Viv and goes, Isn't she pretty?
I think you're pretty.
The student next to you, who you would know to be the mighty Puma, is like, she's hot, like so hot. I get it.
Curves in the right places, and you know.
That thorax, though.
Damn it.
You're welcome.
I have nightmares.
And those mandibles. I mean,
Mandibles.
It's also reminding me of another episode. Now.
Rick, if
The
you would
mantis.
send me any information about the reproductive systems of ants, just
how'd you
no.
know? How'd you know? Anyway, yeah. So they have brought a short film to show, and so as you all are watching this film, you get a strange feeling, and things sort of start to shimmer around all four of you, and you find yourselves in a room together. Not the room that you were in just a moment ago.
Sky
What?
has her arm around Viv. What's going on?
Do
Why
they
are
like
we in the movie?
realize? Do they
Wait,
realize
you-
they have their arm around her?
Yeah.
But like you guys weren't here, right? Like
No.
What? Where are we?
I'm not
I don't
sure
know.
because I was just trying to distract you from thinking the ant girl was hot. But
You guys are
know,
doing distractions. I get it.
that's exactly right.
I get it.
Yeah. Thanks.
I was yeah.
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 but
A second
I'm trying-
ago, what was that superhero's name who's showing their photo?
a bad
Listen,
one.
boy.
Listen.
Huge ears.
Yeah.
Yep. Nailed it.
We're showing a yeah, it was one of those macro lens, just a zoomed in thing of a earbud, like a iPhone headphone.
How smooth did that look?
He didn't clean it first. That was his mistake. That was
just-
Listen Boy's mistake.
Just blurry.
Not great.
And now I'm here. Is there a thing for like sensing, since I have energy absorption? Did I feel any like energy
in the
That's a good
shift
question.
or teleportation or whatever?
Yeah. Why don't you give me a danger roll?
Danger.
I just think of Darkwing Duck every time I say that.
I love
8.
that.
8. Okay. Yeah, you do feel some sort of energy as you are seemingly teleported, or who knows what, whenever you appear in this room. And it looks like the very stereotypical like nightmare of being in a classroom where you've got the flip up desks, being in like high school essentially, and there's no one else in the room but the 4 of you.
This is weird.
Yeah, this is just weird. Is there anything in the room other than us, like objects wise?
I mean, there's the standard teacher's desk. There's a chalkboard. There's a door. And as you're all kind of getting your bearings, the door swings open. And those like roller things that they put TVs on back in the day whenever you were going to watch a movie in class? One of those just starts to wheel in of its own accord with a little TV on there. And initially there's just static. And then you see...
Could I really quickly, make light appear where I think somebody would be pushing it? Like, could I try to uninvisible? Yeah, if I think that there's an invisible person pushing this, so I want to uninvisible them with light.
Yeah, so you shine your light over there, and it seems to just be where the door frame is, all light gets absorbed. There's nothing beyond as far as you can tell.
That's not even an invisible person.
I hope they play Wall-E.
Oh.
Guys.
Fingers crossed, it's Wall-E.
Yeah.
And so initially it's just static on the screen for like 0.2 seconds. Wall-E does appear. Dusty gets all excited. And then it cuts and you just see the silhouette of someone. They have a heavily roboticized voice that makes it hard to tell who or what they might be. And they say, "I've gathered you all here because someone stole my yogurt. And now you must all pay."
Johnny goes like this because he thought that the voice was gonna say chameleon. I was like, oh my god! And just pulls out of a pocket and just holds Fish the chameleon and is like, "We're all right. We're all right." I mean,
they absolutely are like palm colored at this point.
Guy's got both hands out. They're kind of charged up and glowing. Too much like a horror movie for her. Or for them.
Says, I do not know where this rumor got started. However, I fucking hate yogurt. I don't want anyone's nasty ass, tangy milk product that would give people who have a lactose intolerance an upset stomach. I hate yogurt.
Why does everybody keep thinking you're stealing yogurt?
I don't know, because I have never touched anybody's yogurt. I touched some milk once and I thought it was oat milk, and that was my bad.
Dusty's
not wrong.
Like,
but I have never taken anyone's yogurt. I don't know how this got started.
Viv, I have to ask, because you all have just come from like classes, is there yogurt in your backpack?
No, there is not. There's no yogurt. She hates yogurt. There are several granola bars.
Not my Chewy bars. Yeah. My Luna bars. How dare you?
That's what Viv's been stealing. All the granola bars.
It's the Cliff bars. They're so expensive.
Only the kinds that taste like chocolate and not the kinds that taste like shit like Cliff bars. No, thank you.
Listen, they make chocolate Cliff bars. Okay.
Yeah, tell me that they taste like chocolate. They don't.
And the screen just says irrelevant. I know
think it's
it was
very
you.
relevant if you think that someone here has stolen your yogurt. But at least Johnny and I are lactose intolerant, and Dusty has never stolen anything in their entire lives.
Just buy more fucking yogurt.
I don't know.
I agree.
Sky, what are your thoughts on yogurt?
I'll pay for it.
But I don't really. Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's gross.
Let's do a count here. Raise your hand if you like yogurt.
Wait, if you like it,
If you like it.
For,
What do I
for
do
the
if I love
podcast
it?
later. For the podcast
Okay.
later. Pride is holding up both. Tom had one hand up.
If I could get a foot up, I'd do it.
they're holding up every limb.
Dusty is
Yeah.
like picking him up from behind and lifting him up so he can raise all his limbs.
Adorable.
Just shouting flavors, just going key lime pie, Boston cream pie, apple pie,
It's like
pecan pie.
it's like
the
if
whole
Dirty
line.
Dancing was incredibly awkward.
Yes,
Listen,
perfect.
I don't know if you think I stole your yogurt. I understand because I have taken many tasty treats out of a dorm room. However, you don't look like a student, and I did not take anyone's yogurt because I hate that nasty ass shit.
Like, you don't even know what I look like. I'm just a silhouette. How do you know? How do you know?
Is
And
I
then-
assume.
And then the cart starts to wheel back out of its own accord.
Can
Wait,
I
we're not done with you.
grab it? Grab that shit.
Yeah, I would
You
love,
do?
I would love to help. So much.
So you do, and it starts to like yank you. It's just dragging you along on the
I just like
floor.
stick my
Yeah,
heels
I'll-
on the floor.
Nebula
I'll go behind and grab Dusty.
and Sky goes around and pushes it from in front.
Are you using your powers at all?
Yeah, I might use them to give me a little bit of a boost.
Yeah, like a little
Yeah.
like repulse action.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So as the three of you are trying to keep this cart from moving, the scene suddenly shifts again. And you're on the lawn of the campus, out in front of the very large, stately building. And all of a sudden, Sky, where you had been pushing on this cart, I need you to now
Uh-oh.
roll danger.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna blast me. I'm gonna lose my eyebrows.
No, I'll just
Does he have
slam
eyebrows?
to you.
no, babe, not your eyebrows.
I'll reach in front and try
They're
to absorb it.
beautiful.
You just like
thick
melt your
eyebrows.
skin to my forehead.
He can
Okay,
do
so
that.
that's a 6.
Okay. Yeah, so you managed to not do any serious harm. Any like lasting, painful, in a physical way. Emotionally, though.
It's the emotional damage of getting
Yeah.
blasted by Nebula.
Yeah. Both Dusty and Johnny, your eyebrows are gone. I'm so sorry.
Ow! It's okay, babe.
No,
I love you even without eyebrows.
at least we match.
At least we
I'm
match.
so sorry. Sky's like,
Sky, don't even
Could've
worry
done
Holding
about
their
it.
hand.
me,
Oh my
and then
God.
It wouldn't be any
I'm
different.
so sorry.
I've been looking for an excuse for bangs. You just gave me one.
I heard
Uh,
that tattoo eyebrows are in style.
Wait, you can't even tell.
We're good.
Johnny's gonna get the blunt cut bangs now.
Going full like 90s poof.
Oh, that's amazing. What is Viv doing at this point as you just watch your I don't even know what you would
Distraction.
call them. Yeah, your distraction.
Is the television still there at all?
No.
Yeah, she's just yelling at the the void and say, or like where the television was, and saying, nobody likes your stupid ass yogurt. And also when she sees Sky kind of blast Dusty and Johnny's eyebrows, she says, you know, I think I'll have to talk to you about it later, but I think I have an idea. And yeah, so she's just like, I'll get back to you on it when we're not being accused of stealing somebody's yogurt.
And as you yell that, you kind of get the feeling that something is drifting lazily towards you, and you're yelling this out into the ether, right, the open air of the campus, when suddenly, just in the middle of the forehead, you get smacked with a paper airplane.
Take it,
Are there any?
unfold it, see what it says.
It says,
As she's giving the finger to everyone around her, not like her
Just do
group,
one
but
of
like,
these.
yeah,
Wherever
yeah.
you are,
It says,
one of these.
why did the superhero never need a babysitter?
fucking hell, it's a joke super villain. Awesome. And it's a lame joke super villain. My favorite.
Why did the? Oh God, I don't know.
Probably because,
Because they're adults.
yeah.
We're not babies.
Yeah, we're not fucking
We don't
babies.
need babysitters. That's it. That's right. That. You have a pen?
Yeah, that's a different game altogether.
Are there any other
They'll take
paper
this pen,
airplanes
write
coming
that
through
down.
the air?
There are not any others. And
Okay.
in sort of the center of the quad, you know that there is a large statue of the team of founding superheroes who started this school, and they're dressed in their very plain clothes look, because otherwise people would figure out, hey, this is a superhero school. Weirdly, but the main statue, the central one, you see that its eyes begin to glow, and from all around you, you hear the same kind of like roboticized voice and say, because they had supervision, as laser beams shoot out at all.
I want to make the laser beams go in a different direction, because I assume that they are light based.
They are. Roll me freak as you
Okay.
unleash your powers.
Honestly, Dusty is too busy laughing to not realize danger is coming towards him.
Okay, I got a 7.
Oh, okay. You are able to redirect them. Who in your party would they hit?
Dusty.
Oh, no one. Me.
I could absorb it.
Could Sky
Oh,
do, like,
okay.
the energy bubble?
Then Johnny.
Okay. Johnny, I need you to also roll me freak.
Oh,
All right.
Roll better than I did.
oh, okay. Better.
9 minus 1 is 8.
Okay. Yeah. Between the two of you, you're able to sort of contain this. It takes a lot of effort, but you are able to absorb it, and the statue stops trying to murder you with its eyes.
Whoever the supervillain is, I actually really like this. This is hilarious.
They make puns.
Don't encourage them. They're terrible. These jokes are the worst.
No, these
They're
are the best
kind of
kind of jokes.
Funny.
Go to a freaking stand-up show so that we can laugh you off the stage like you deserve to be laughed off the stage. And she does a little bit more of her all around flipping off people.
Sorry.
Amazing.
Johnny is just sitting, like, recovering from that blast and being like, now what do laser beams have to do with babysitters?
And yogurt.
That's a good question.
Can I walk over to the statue and like use my little Game Boy device to like Konami code it and see what's going on?
Absolutely.
I'll sit on it, maybe. Babysitters.
Yeah.
This
I
is
mean,
the
you're not a
baby.
baby though.
This is the baby.
We need to go
I'm
steal a baby
sitting on
stat.
the baby. I'm the babysitter.
Yeah. I would say, Dusty, give me mundane.
Okay. I got an 8.
An 8. What are you looking for specifically?
I guess like to see if there's any sort of like mechanism that's been installed into it. Like, because my thinking like it's like technology, right?
Mhm.
So I'm trying to see if there's any like technology that's been tampered with.
Yeah, so because we compare this to like a little Game Boy, you takes a little link cord and
Yeah.
plug it into the statue. Well, there's not actually a plug in there. You just kind of force it into the statue anyway.
Yeah.
And then you can see on the screen it is like scanning, right?
Mhm.
And it looks like it's hollow, but you don't see any kind of technology.
There's no technology inside of this, so I'm not entirely sure how it blasted lasers unless it was. And then he looks to Sky. Supernatural.
Guy chuckles.
Or even paranormal
Maybe.
or strange.
Or
Yes.
strange.
Yes,
And
strange.
then they
Definitely
Keyword.
strange.
and then they wink at Dusty.
Dusty winks back, but he does it like this.
So a blink.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, knowing that there's nothing technological, what would you be doing now?
Can I inspect the statue for any sort of like buttons or mechanisms? Like I climb up onto the head and like try to look into the eyes.
With your scanning, you would know that there's not anything like that. It's just hollow.
Yeah, I think that and Viv says to everybody, I don't think the person's here. I think that they're just fucking with us by making the statue's eyes light up.
What if we're like not even awake? What if this is all in our heads?
Absolutely, totally possible. Seems like a really possible thing right now. Do you want to make out and see if we wake up?
As you say that, again, things begin to get wavy around you. And you all
No.
reappear in one very large, like comically large bed. And you're all wearing very old-timey pajamas with, the hat, the like pointy hat.
This is a weird dream.
This is the most fucking stupid thing I've ever.
I love how pissed off Viv is. Like Dusty's so like like he loves this, and then Viv is like, "Fuck this."
This is like so lazy. Come on, get some good jokes. You're mad about your yogurt, which I didn't even steal for the record. Come on, get a life.
And there's no response. But as you're all in this very large bed, you see a little kitten jumps up and starts to make its way towards you. You see that there is on its collar a note, like a little scroll.
Dusty like dives for that. He's like,
Dusty likes cats.
yeah. He loves
Viv
cats.
is rolling her eyes. Just cannot believe.
He
how
like
dumb
takes
this
the
is.
note and hands it to Johnny, and he's just like holding the cat.
It is
I'll take
purring
it. So
so
cute.
hard. Also, it's trying to like bat at Fish. Like not viciously, just like playfully.
Yeah.
And like
Yeesh.
I'm just picturing like
Be
Dusty
nice,
holding it
Yeesh.
just close enough, and then you see like the little kitten just like boops Fish right on the nose.
Aw.
Aw.
Fish is like very aggressive.
Yeah. Chameleons are
Like,
not very
shoots
nice.
its tongue out. It's like bam.
Chameleons can hiss. They can hiss.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
This chameleon has been handled by college students. It's probably ready to attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Living in my room. I've been feeding it yogurt.
Mhm, mhm.
Oh
Um,
gosh.
It also has diarrhea.
Yeesh, come on.
Are you opening this note, Johnny?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So there's another line, and it says, "What superhero is great at making jokes and puns?"
Not you, my friend. Not you.
This is not going to end well.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna in on a little secret. The ones who have great jokes and puns don't deliver them via cats.
That is not true.
No, our school does actually have a really cool super clown. I think he makes great jokes.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
actually the
that's-
chancellor.
Here's the thing. Dusty is not from around here. It's fine. If he thinks that it's funny, he is in the minority. I don't dismiss his taste, but like from his area, it's fine. From everywhere else, it's not.
Do we even know any?
Everybody now has their
Yeah,
eyes
any
shut.
Who
comedic
tells superhero
superheroes?
tells the best joke? Joke man comes to mind.
Joke man. Oh yeah. I forgot about Joke Man.
Joke
Yeah,
lad.
they're kind of on the nose.
She joke. They joke.
That's great.
Who else?
And
Chuckles the clown.
as you're listing off all of these different names, it just says incorrect.
Oh, I
The
guess we only
letter
get
says
one.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Do we only get one guess?
I start just writing down like different comedians. Jerry Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
George
These are
Carlin.
obviously superheroes. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know. This is the first comedian that actually came to mind.
The superheroes of comedy. Yeah.
Right. James A. Caster.
Let me tell you, whoever it is, not funny. So I think they're not gonna they're not gonna get in on the joke name.
And as you are all kind of discussing, what is going on right now, you hear the sound of a music box playing "Pop Goes the Weasel," of course.
Oh no!
Oh no, it's the Joker.
Oh boy.
When suddenly this Jack in the Box leaps out from the foot of the bed with a massive boxing glove, and it is coming straight for Viv.
I punch it. I punch it.
Yeah, give me a savior roll.
That is a 6.
Just barely. Yeah. So you basically have to leap in front, like as if you were going to, catch a bullet for her, and you are hit square in the face, taking one harm. And on your forehead, there is it looks like red marker, and it says "The Punisher."
Fuck no.
Honestly, the jokes are less funny than Viv's reactions.
Okay.
God damn it. And you punched my partner. And
Please tell me this will come off.
she wants to go over and first she wants to become invisible and then kind of roundabout go around and try to slash it with the knife that she put in her pocket, because now she knows that she needs to carry some sort of weapon, and
A
she wants to
shiv at all
go.
times.
Yeah, exactly. She wants to go try and like knife the Jack in the Box.
Yeah,
asshole.
this is obviously juvie rules because you've been to juvie a lot.
Shut up. Yes, I'm doing fine. And shivs are very useful. Okay.
They have a lot
Anyway,
of uses. So many.
this is not a shiv. This is a knife.
Is it
but
a
I
knife
will-
or is it a knife?
It's a knife.
That's not a knife. It's a knife.
Thank you. So as you go to stab it, it immediately starts to retreat back into the box.
I want to take it. I'm guessing that this is like a tin box, like a
Sure.
toy.
Sure.
I want to can opener this box with my knife.
You do, and it is empty inside.
Oh, I broke your toy. So sad.
I don't get it.
Johnny, the ultimate himbo.
Punisher.
It's puns. It's puns, Johnny.
Pun. Like pun.
Pun.
Oh, like a
Oh, no,
joke.
it's Woody.
Oh no.
Look at us. We're so professional. The most professional, even.
Imagine if it like opened and like the only people here were Aaron and Rick.
You know, that wouldn't surprise me. That could happen. All right. So, yeah, Sky, you were just hit by the boxing glove labeled the Punisher, and now is on your forehead.
No, I
And
don't get the joke either. I don't get that one either.
Very bright red marker.
Can I try and wipe it off my face?
You are trying. Roll me mundane.
Can I help by doing that thing that parents do where they like lick their thumb and like rub it?
Yeah, you can have a +1 for that.
That just negates my -1. That's a 5.
Oh no. So you are able to start like on the not that you can see it because it's on your forehead, but I think that Viv would probably tell you that it's not doing anything but smearing it, so the is just like a red blotch now.
Don't worry, I've got makeup removers when we get back to reality, and it probably isn't. It's probably fake anyway.
I still think we're dreaming.
Yeah, this guy's the fucking worst.
And again, everything begins to get wavy as you now find yourself in what appears to be an old chemical plant with
Don't
catwalk
like-
above you. You are on the ground and you can see that these large vats of chemicals, you can hear them like bubbling and boiling.
I suggest we
Ew.
don't go on the catwalk.
I want to drink it.
There. Well, that might
Dusty's
be fine
like, oh,
for
I
you.
Yeah, Dusty's like, I haven't had this since I went back home.
I know. Delicacy.
It's just-
Dives in.
So what do you all do now that you're in this chemical plant?
Say, oh gosh, I wonder what pun we will be. We will have to endure now. And she flips off the world again.
I'm still consciously rubbing my forehead.
Is it still there
Yeah,
when we were in a different?
Definitely, yeah.
Aw,
Okay.
I feel like Dusty's still trying to like help rub it.
And are you all looking around at all? Or are you just kind of standing?
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny's definitely looking around, looking at the acid, looking at Sky's forehead.
Don't look at it. They're blushing.
Sorry, so sorry.
Like when you have a really bad zit.
Yeah.
Sky, it's like
It could be worse. It could have, punched you in the
Acid. It could have punched you in the ass.
Why are
Anything
you saying it?
change?
Why are you saying it like that?
a silly red mark is not going to make you any less hot, Nebula.
Well, thanks. I'm just glad it
No.
wasn't a dick.
There's like no punchline. It's just a giant red dick on your forehead.
That's right. That happens,
I
College,
mean,
right?
I'm going to
And
be
yeah.
honest with you. That joke is not above this guy's level.
No, it's a slippery slope from puns to dick jokes.
Yeah, it's a natural,
Yeah.
It's
not
the
progression, because
pipeline.
that would imply you're improving.
Yeah, no.
Regression. I guess.
Regression?
Yeah.
And from there, it just only gets to poop jokes, and we all know that
It's
that
the poop
gets.
jokes.
And that's how you start writing for even footed games.
It's an actual just like pipeline.
Yep.
Mhm.
The poop line,
Direct.
really.
Sewer line.
There it is.
Yep. We have devolved. So, as you're all looking around, it's a little strange because it doesn't seem like there's anything like to control any of the equipment here. It just looks like it is like concrete walls and catwalks and these large vats. But
We'll like walk onto the catwalk.
I don't want to walk on the
I'll
catwalk.
follow.
Every villain origin story ever.
Stop.
so as you make your way up onto the catwalk, you see that the nearest vat has something that starts to float up to the surface. It looks like maybe a letter.
It's like a
Mm.
body. He'll go over and like kind of like lean down and try to read it.
You can see on there, it looks like even though the paper seems to be dissolving, you can read the words on it very clearly. And it says, "What do you call a superhero who likes to cook?"
What do you call a superhero who likes to cook?
A super cook, you fucking lazy pun person. This is the worst. There's no good answer to this.
As you say that, from the other end of this plant, you can see kind of in the distance what looks to be another silhouette. And they say, "No, it's Superman. You ruined the joke. Who does that? Who does that?"
I'm sorry, it's Superman? What? Super cooked? Okay. My dude, my friend, my jelly bean, we have got to talk. I don't think you're mad about your yogurt. I think you're mad that no one is laughing at your jokes because they're terrible.
Dusty's laughing.
Which totally negates all of the intimidation you're trying to do.
Listen, I'm just saying there are creative writing workshops in college. There are improv classes. And obviously, you're probably funny-ish enough to be in one of those because it doesn't take much.
This is like the origin story of the Joker movie. Like Joaquin Phoenix.
So as you are mouthing off to this person, you do notice that they seem to just like almost apparate, like they move in frames. They're not walking, they're just sort of appearing a little bit closer. And specifically, Johnny, you hear, what place do superheroes flock to?
Super Birdhouse.
And you get the like Family Feud sound in your head, super loud, like uncomfortably loud, and all of you can hear just echoing Cape Town and laughter as Johnny, your cape starts to move on its own and try to wrap around you.
Can I use a
Oh
move?
no.
What move?
I want to use Criminal Mind
Oh,
when I want to assess a situation so that I can ask one of the following questions, even on a miss.
okay. Go for it.
What do I assess a situation with?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't tell you?
No, it doesn't.
Hmm.
I assume it's like a normal move, or an assess a situation's like a normal everybody move, but I don't have the book.
Let me see. Because I don't remember. It's not something that we usually do. Because, I don't read. I don't know what that is. Never heard of it.
We can't do math
Yeah.
and we can't read.
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
definitely read and write words, sometimes good.
That's very believable.
I know.
Oh, hey, it's right here. It was one page up from where it was.
Danger.
It is superior.
Oh, even better. Okay. Okay, that's 9 plus 2 is 11. So on a hold on. Where did I find this? Okay. I can always ask one question even on a miss, but I didn't miss. So the question I'm going to ask is, how could I best infuriate or provoke?
What you've been doing.
Okay, then can I get another one?
Sure.
Because then what here is the most useful or valuable to me?
Oh, interesting. I mean, you rolled really well, so I want to reward that. I think probably the vats of acid.
Okay. All right. That's great.
For the podcast later, Alana's just making a pushing motion to shove the villain, and nothing bad ever happens when you push people into vats of acid.
No,
We know that.
Sure.
it's never a villain origin story. Who's ever heard of that?
I mean, they're
Not
already a
ours.
villain. They're already a villain, so.
Could
Yeah,
I roll something?
Can you be a little more specific?
Could I roll to defend Pride?
I would say here you would need to roll superior.
Okay. Yeah,
Or-
I'm just trying to like grab the cape and stop it.
Or you could roll freak and try to unleash your powers.
I'll roll superior.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Okay. Yeah. Johnny, what would you be doing to try to basically like break free from this cape?
I think if it's got both of my arms already,
Yeah, it definitely does.
okay. Then I think I'm just, as long as I can breathe and it's not like over my mouth and everything, I think I'm just kind of letting Dusty do his thing. And then there is a quick part of me that's like looking at the acid vats and being like, I might be able to, it's risky, but I have substance mimicry. I could like,
It's true.
if I'm the same substance as the acid, then the acid shouldn't hurt me. We'll see.
I love that Johnny just keeps going to like, how do I solve my problems? Acid. Solves all problems.
I'll maybe.
I mean, I got a B on my test. Acid.
Acid.
The natural progression.
Mhm.
Honestly, that's not a terrible idea, but not the kind you're thinking of.
Joke's on you. I was thinking of both. Dusty, you struggle a little bit with this, but you are eventually able to free Johnny from
I
his
think-
own cloak.
If I can, I think what Dusty does is he like unclips it and like rips it off, like ripping off a tablecloth,
Amazing. Yeah.
and then he kind of
I
just
mean,
like throws it
ooh, where does he throw it?
towards the ass.
Johnny, you do see that your cape is being thrown into the acid vat. What do you do?
Oh, it was just trying to attack me. I think I let it happen. I think I'm like, yeah, well, I'll get a new one. You know what? I'll just get a new one.
I'll just get a new one. Dusty's
I'll
like,
just
I'll
get a
make
new
you a
one.
new one, I promise.
And that's fine. And don't even worry about it, actually.
I'm just picturing Dusty like crocheting, but it's like power cables.
like circuity wires.
Yeah, exactly.
like copper
Vic
wires.
just
of-
says,
But it's got
really,
Go ahead.
capes only get you into trouble, honestly. No capes.
Hey, I like trouble. I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. Whoa, that was crazy.
You've been hanging out with me too much, and I like it.
Johnny's probably channeling his parents.
Does the acid react to the cape in any strange?
Oh, it absolutely destroys it.
It destroys it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But the glow kind of remains. Now it's glowing acid.
Interesting.
Glitter you can't get rid of. It's
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
It's
True.
Yeah, it's impossible to get rid of this glitter.
And
Is
so
the
this villain has
figure still there?
started to approach, just like I said, appearing closer to you periodically.
Okay. I would like to use a move if possible. And I'm actually going to. This is so crazy. I'm going to use the move the mask.
Okay.
And it lets me either once per session affirm either my heroic or secret identity. To switch my mundane, which is a +3, with my masks label.
Okay.
I think my masks label normally is savior.
Makes sense.
And I want to try and save my friends and Dusty, who just saved me, and stick one hand into the acid and try and energy absorption and substance mimicry at the same time, and then shoot out acid at the figure, like siphon acid.
Absolutely. First, give me an unleash your power. So roll with freak, and then
Oh,
give
no.
me your other roll.
All right.
Terrible. Absolutely. -1. 6.
Oh, just barely a pass. So yeah, you are. It stings. It stings a lot, actually.
Yeah. Bummer.
Just like
You will take one harm, but
Okay.
it's. I mean, fine. You can take more than one. Yeah, and go ahead and give me your other roll. You said that
Savior?
was superior, right? Or savior, yeah.
oh gosh.
That's a 10.
A 10. Okay. Yeah. You are able, I mean, it burns like hell, but you are able to unleash a torrent of this acid at this figure. And it falls down, and it appears to have been a cardboard cutout.
Damn it.
Take my hand out of the acid.
Are you
Can you
okay?
hear-
Now I hate you.
Can you hear? I wasn't born yesterday. Of course, I wouldn't just walk out there in front of 4 superheroes.
You honestly could have fooled me.
Sky
You were born at
throws
night.
the Sky throws the cardboard into the acid and says, "That's you."
No, I'm over here.
Tell him, hun.
I mean, that's what we're gonna do to you.
And Johnny, you asked initially about the energy that you could feel. You still feel that same kind of energy that seems to be doing whatever is happening here.
Mhm.
And you have been able to use your energy absorption. I mean, you feel like it's possible you could use that here to maybe break whatever is being done.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll let everyone know. Like,
All right, gang. Hey, I thought of an idea. I'm gonna run with it, unless everyone hates that idea, and then we won't do that. But if everyone's cool with it, I'm gonna try and just channel this fuckery and sort of cut it out. You know?
I mean, better than any idea I have.
All right, go team. Oh, sorry. Hands in. Team on 3, family on 6. 1, 2, 3. Team.
Team.
4, 5,
Team.
6. Family.
Family.
Nailed it.
It's like doing rock, paper, scissors on stream. It never went that way.
And then I'll just kind of like, we're still in the place with the acid bats, right?
Yeah, you're still on the catwalk.
Okay. I'm gonna go to, ideally, if there's like 2 catwalks that cross each other perpendicularly, go in the center of that crisscross.
Absolutely.
And kind of like sit down, crisscross applesauce,
Like you
and
do.
begin to just try and absorb whatever this magic is, or
Yeah.
energy.
Give me a savior roll.
Can Dusty help by like
Yeah.
sitting across from Pride and like holding his hands and being like, "You could do it."
Absolutely. And I will give you a +2 for that.
Oh,
Aw.
it's the power of love.
That helps a ton. That is 13.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Power of love.
so initially, you sit down and you're trying to just absorb, right? And then Dusty, you can see it's maybe making things a little wavy, but it's not quite getting things there. And then he just comes over and takes your hands, and with the 2 of you concentrating together, you are able to bring down this illusion, and you find yourselves in the peril pit again.
Were we here
Huh.
the whole time? Was none of this
Probably.
real?
And as the 4 of you look around, you see that there is someone in what looks like a yellowish white suit with like a white long coat. They have a hood partially hiding their head. You can see that they have like a mask on, and you can just see a green chin underneath. And you just hear, "Oh shit!"
Can I like tackle him?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Absolutely.
dive.
Let's
You just
have
all dogpile on.
yeah, let's football tackle this guy.
While
Do I
they're
still have
doing that,
the-
can I just that'd be hilarious if you do. Oh my gosh.
red marks on my forehead.
Can I like output that illusion energy and make make it look like just 3 kittens are approaching him quickly, as opposed to 3 accomplished
angry.
superheroes?
give me a freak roll.
Oh gosh.
You should like really sell it by going like meow.
It's an 8.
Okay, yeah, that's good enough. It doesn't sound quite like a cat. It sounds like a
person
dude
going
and a cat.
meow.
Yeah.
Man.
Meow.
Going meow.
Uncanny
Purr.
valley.
Yeah, it's too close to real. It's very uncomfortable. But yeah, it looks like 3 giant, adorable kittens that look a lot like the kitten from earlier are approaching. And so to this villain, they just see like kittens raising their paws to just like bat at it.
In reality, it's like
And you see on their lapel is a green Y.
Yoker.
That's what Johnny says in the back. Johnny's doing the illusion magic, and it's like the yoker.
And I love the idea
Excellent.
that all of your friends would be dying laughing at that, but like the rest of the jokes, most of them didn't care for it.
Nope.
Heck yeah.
And the villain is just like, that's what you laugh. That's what you
You
laugh.
could learn a lot from Johnny, okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
It matches because you're also wearing yellow. Wait, it could also be the yoker, like yogurt.
Oh my.
I don't think that one's quite as good,
God.
Dusty. We'll have to workshop it, but
That was
like
so
take
good.
notes, bad guy.
I will.
Take notes.
I will. I'm so
The
proud of
villain,
you.
whose name is Y, is just laughing hysterically at your joke, Dusty.
Oh, so he likes bad jokes.
Yeah,
Doesn't like the good
definitely.
jokes.
This guy would probably love Who's on First. Would love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, listen. You don't have to do all this with the bad jokes if you really wanted yogurt. We have an extra stash of it in the student union fridge.
It's not about the yogurt, it's about the principle.
It's about the principal. Well, you know what? I think that a better principal is you taking the comedy classes at the school. If we're going to talk about principles. If we're going to
Otherwise-
talk about principles, it makes no sense for you to punish everyone for the deed of one person.
And it wasn't me. And also, Viv wants to go up and punch this guy in their face and say that is for my them friend, and punch him in the face.
And you do notice now that you're out of this illusion, the Sky no longer has the red marks on their face.
Doesn't matter. It was the indignity of it.
It
And
was the
honestly,
principle.
I didn't
Felt real.
steal your goddamn yogurt, so I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I mean, tell me, Dusty, who do you think the real yogurt thief is then?
I don't know. Dusty slowly
Who is
looks at Johnny like, are you serious?
Just a yogurt falls out of his pocket.
Just blueberry pie
That's
flavored.
a twist.
It is a twist.
Fantastic. And I think that's where we're going to end for the night.
Viv says to Johnny, dude, if I know.
No eyebrows, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the eyebrows.
Wait, that wasn't real. Oh wait, no, it was real.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That was real.
Next time, let me in on the con and I will go to the map for you. I didn't know that we were denying about the yogurt. It's my bad. I don't narc. But I'm so sorry.
Viv doesn't narc.
Yeah. Or cock block. That's canon.
Yep.
It's canon.
That's canon.
Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you all so much for coming and watching. Thank you all for playing.
Thank you for
Really
running.
glad that we got to
Yeah.
play this again. And actually, you know what? I would like to end with maybe a little epilogue here, sort of like we did last time. As we did mention, I think pre-stream possibly, or no, whenever you were talking about Dusty, that Dusty has a little bit of a crush on someone else as well. What progression might we have made within the next few weeks on campus?
I feel like Viv definitely notices as well that Sky and Dusty also have a crush on each other, but Dusty also likes Johnny, so he's like going through a crisis where he's like, "Is this even possible? What is happening?" But then Dusty, because Sky is hanging out with Viv more, Dusty starts to have a crush on Viv too.
Just crushes on all your friends.
Yeah.
Weird. Who knew that was a thing?
So then he's like, I don't know what to do.
Who would you talk to about?
I was just gonna
Yeah.
ask, would Dusty talk to Johnny about this?
Probably
'Cause
Johnny.
Johnny
Yeah.
wouldn't like notice. We know that.
He'd be like,
Yes, we do.
he'd be like scared to talk to Johnny about it, but he also knows that like Johnny is chill, so he would go and talk to Johnny about it and be like, Johnny, I love you. I just have these
Oh.
feelings.
That's fat. It feels. I thank you, and I like you a ton, so much.
Thank you.
Dusty's
It's the
taking
best
all of
thing.
I'll
All
pause
of the
Wally
psychic-
really quick. Let's get into the good part. Pause Wally.
I put down the bucket of popcorn. We're in the movie theater. I'm kidding.
It's the theater on
Um,
campus. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't know anything about that type of relationship, but I'm down to learn. I don't know much.
And Dusty's like,
There's no second part of that.
Dusty's like, I don't know either. That's why I was asking you.
Oh, let's ping it. Let's look it up.
They bing it.
Just
They
did
look
it
it up.
Every game.
I love it so much.
They bing it.
Yeah. So you Bing dating all of your friends, and it just comes up with articles on polyamory.
Yeah. And then Dusty just sends that to Sky and Finn.
Amazing.
Search engine.
Amazing.
Very subtle.
Search.
And Viv and Sky are making out, and we both get dinged. I'm like, did you just get an article about polyamory from
Do you get-
Dusty?
Do you get dinged or
Yeah.
do you get binged?
I got binged for sure.
I got
Yeah.
binged. Yeah. I'm
Weird.
looking at the same thing.
Are they?
What does it mean?
I have no idea. Want to make out more?
You get
I
pinged
mean-
again, but it's just like a picture of Dusty and Johnny like thumbsing up and like a picture.
No, finger guns. It's got to be finger guns.
Finger guns.
Johnny is like, it looks very.
Bisexual finger
Imagine
guns.
Dusty's like looking very
Love it.
inviting, and Johnny, because not understanding the full context of this picture, why it's being said, is like
Holding
like
it
more
sideways. now.
accusatory, like for some reason.
Okay.
Isn't meaning to, is just like
I feel like once the finger guns are involved, Viv understands.
Yeah, you
Guy's
speak that
still a little
language.
Oh, they want to fuck us. Okay.
Nailed it.
And when you say that, and then Sky goes, "Oh,
Oh, it all makes sense now.
And that's where we're gonna end.
Yeah. Perfect ending.
Or just like
Uh.
the very last thing, Johnny and Dusty. Johnny looks over at Dusty and goes, "Now we can both be Princess Leia."
Amazing. Well, thank you all so much. This has been a ridiculous blast. Why don't we go around, and if you have anything you want to plug, I know that several of us have some cool things that we want to talk about. Justin, you want to start us off?
Sure. I'm Justin, and I help run So You Want to Be a DM. That's our tag on TikTok and Instagram. We have a podcast called So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master, and we just started our Patreon. It went live today, actually, April 1st. That's not a joke.
The real joke is us tonight.
But yeah, just teaching people, I guess, some of the easy tips and tricks, and just making people feel more comfortable to try being a dungeon master, specifically in terms of D&D and 5e and stuff, but
Right.
opening up, hopefully, especially with the Patreon, to other TTRPGs and getting into other stuff as well.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
All right. Woody, anything you want to talk about?
I'm honestly not really doing much right now. I was in a show called The Storyteller's Tavern, so if you want to check that out, we have like 2 shows up on it. But if
You're
you want to follow
also-
me,
You're
Huh?
also in a show called Hammer of the Gods.
I am
You're
also
playing again on Saturday.
Yeah, I am. Yes, I'm gonna be playing Riff Raff again in our Werewolf the Apocalypse game. I am so freaking excited. I am literally going to. I'm so excited. Like literally, I'm like so excited. Yeah. So if you want, we're playing on Saturday, and I'm so excited for that. And if you want to follow me on social media, sometimes I post like cosplay stuff, but I haven't posted in a really long time. But it's at Thumeria, spelled PTHUMERIA, Thumeria.
Fantastic. And because I know what you're going to plug, Aaron, we're going to go to Alana real quick, and then we'll talk about the big thing.
Hi, I'm Alana, and I make dice. So head over to spectralcraft.ca, and you can check out my dice. I'm actually doing a market this weekend. If you're in the Edmonton area, I don't know if anybody in the crowd is there. But,
Possible.
Okay. But yeah, so that's me.
Fantastic.
I like how you make it seem like Alana's not one of the people who is definitely involved, because it's like literally all their art in our Kickstarter that's
Like-
coming up.
98%.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Aaron.
We've got a Kickstarter coming up, our first ever one for Babies and Broadswords Pathfinder. Please go to the Kickstarter and hit notify me on launch. We're going to be going live later this month, and help us reach people by letting the Kickstarter know that people want to see it.
And because I'm super professional, I actually have the link. I made the command while we were here on stream.
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah. And as you all probably know, if you're here, I'm Rick. I am the game master for Hammer of the Gods, which is where we are right now. Thank you all,
Awesome.
and we will see you all next time.
Bye.